If only you can give me just few minutes of your time right now, I'll be showing you in this very video what keeps an entrepreneur poor in business, what will continue to make an entrepreneur to be broke in his business. You keep wondering, what am I not doing right? Why is that Mr. A keep getting results, and no matter how hard I try, I don't get results? I don't even look like somebody that is doing business. I don't see my profits. In this very video, you begin to see what you are not doing right, the reason why you're not getting results you ought to get, the reason why you continue to be poor even though you are doing business that's supposed to make a man rich. Do you get that? So it is not just by starting the business, not just by doing it. You might be doing business and you still remain poor. So what is the need of doing business when you are doing the business and the business is not giving you money, the business is not making you move from the level of poverty to the level of abundance? It will just keep frustrating you until the point you just give up on the business. So the reason why you are into business is not for charity purpose, it's for you to make profit, it's for you to get results, and at the end of the day make sure you can fend for yourself and also fend for your family and your loved ones. So do well to follow me in this very video as you get to know the major reasons why an entrepreneur will continue to be broke, continue to be poor in business. Alright, without wasting much time, just follow me quickly as I show you 6 major reasons why an entrepreneur will remain broke, why an entrepreneur will remain poor. These reasons I'm sharing with you right now are very much practical. They are very much practical, and if only you can just get to see it and know these reasons, you avoid them by all means. Do you understand? So let's just go into what we have. All right, the first reason why you remain broke as an entrepreneur, or what makes an entrepreneur remain broke or poor, is you don't have a product or service people want. Most times I do talk about this very well, and it's for a reason. Whenever you are starting up a business, you don't just launch into that business and start it. Do you understand? As I said in the beginning of this very video, there is a way you need to sit down, check your location, if it's location based or the kind of business you want to do, having a structure. Do you understand? Check the location, check the kind of people that are there. All right, now you cannot go to a very hot area, very hot area, let's say in Nigeria now, a place like Zamfara, a place like Katina, and you want to start selling duvet or probably head warmer. Do you understand? Now, for the fact that this place is very hot, you cannot sell this product, or you will not end up selling this product, because this product is not what your potential client wants. This is not what they want. Now, this location base too can also be tied to the weather condition. Do you understand? So there are so many things you need to check. So the reason why you are still at this level you are is because you are just starting business because you feel like starting. You don't care to know if what you are selling is what your potential clients want. What is the demand at that instant you are starting that business? What is actually lacking? So that is the reason why when you're starting up a business or want to start selling a product, you need to sit down, strategize, and really think of what that people in that location really want. or what is in demand, highly in demand. So if this is in place, you end up not being broke as a businessman, because the only way you'll be broke is struggling to sell your products by all means. So when you struggle to sell your product, you will end up not selling at all. But when what you are selling is actually in demand, if what you are selling is actually in demand, you will never be broke as a businessman or as an entrepreneur. You get that? So that is how it works. Let's move to the next slide. Now, another major reason why you will remain broke as an entrepreneur, or the reason why an entrepreneur remains broke or poor, is no one knows what your product or services does. Now, if your potential clients don't know the benefit of your product or what your product is capable of doing, they will not want to buy it. So I said in one of my captions long time ago that you yourself, you are the ambassador of your product. Let me come to a point that nobody knows your product than you. That even though you are just sleeping and somebody wakes you up, you should be able to tell your potential clients the A to Z benefits of your product, what your product can do. Do you understand? So what your potential clients are into is, or what they want is, to hear what that product can do or what it can take away from them. So if that explanation is given vividly, they will obtain that product. So you keep struggling to sell your product because what your product is doing or what your product is capable of doing is not explained, it's not well explained to your potential clients. So you just keep complaining, what's happening? I'm doing business as if I'm not doing business. Why would I be doing business and still nobody's patronizing? I'm just there, I'm just broke. Do you understand? So with this short caption here, I know you understand better. Your message is the most critical part of your success. But so many people get this wrong. Don't just tell people what you have. Tell them what it does for them. Do you understand? Don't just keep going and keep telling people, and just keep telling people what you have. I have a product, I have this product, I have this, I have that. What is that product capable of doing? What can that product do for them? Do you understand? So if they can see that that product can take away their problem, it will make them patronize more. So your mission now is to get more people know about your product, get more people and tell them about your product. Do you get that? So that is your message. Your message should be more about your product. So that is the only way you will never remain broke. So the reason why you see that entrepreneur you are envying doing well in business is because he's now having a large fan base, he's now having a large audience that he's not reaching out to probably directly, but at first he was reaching out to them in a very small way, in a small medium, but now he's now doing it in a way that it can be through adverts, it can be through promotions, can be through awareness, but he's not doing it alone now. He's now having people that are doing it for him. Do you understand? So whether you like it or not, probably you don't know about the product or you've not heard about it before, you will see people that are assigned to explain more about that product, especially if it's a new product that just came in the market. Do you understand? So when you don't know what it does, they will be able to come for it, and the more people are coming for it, you can never remain broke in that business as an entrepreneur. The next slide is this: you don't realize you are a marketer. I do see people that will say words like, I'm not a market type, I'm not the kind of person that sells. It's good for you to know your place and position yourself well. If you know you are not a marketer, you know you don't have that ability to sell or persuasive ability, I think you shouldn't even start business at first. I think you should just sit down and understand this idea, this concept of marketing, this concept of selling. If you don't realize that you are a marketer, it will be very difficult for you to sell, or it will make you just continue to be broke as a business person. And that is the reason why I said it's better for you not to even start a business if you know, or if you feel you don't have the ability of selling. I said in one of my captions long time ago too that the only way you can make more sales in your business is to sell shamelessly. You cannot say you are a business person and you are saying you are an introvert. That word I don't want to hear. That's what I don't want to hear. Check out people you are envying today, the rich people in the market industry are envying today. You will see that these people, they are outspoken. They are not people that are just timid one side. They strategize and do what is necessary. If they cannot talk, they make people available to do the talking for them. Do you understand? So you cannot just wink in the dark and expect people to see you. Nobody sees or hears a silent expert. If you are an expert in that niche or in that product you are selling, you cannot be silent and expect people to see you. So the only way you can start and do well in that business and never be broke in that business is to realize that whatever you do, you are now in a business and you are a marketer. You are a marketer. So even before you start making people do this for you, you need to understand how it's done. So with the little caption I have here, seriously, that's like hoping you can write a book without really having to learn how to put ideas into sentences. You don't realize you're a marketer. If you don't realize you're a marketer, just like you are trying to write a book, but you don't know how to fix and put ideas together yet to form a sentence, that book will be a disaster. You get that? The quickest way to sabotage your business is to convince yourself you are not good at promoting it. If you are not good at promoting your own product, don't even start that business. Do you get it? It's your ability to convince your potential clients that make them buy sometimes. So if you cannot give them that little push they need, they will not buy your product. Most of your potential clients just need a little push, and you should have the ability as a marketer to be able to give them that push for them to buy your product. So if you are not that kind of person, you need to learn. Nothing is just there. People learned it. You understand? So you too can learn it. So don't say I'm not a marketer, I'm not into selling, I don't sell. You get that? Whatever you do, either it's a digital skill, you sell it. You sell ideas. It's not just something physical. You don't just sell only products, you sell ideas too. So how do you sell your ideas? Do you get that? So for you to have that money you are seeking for, you need to give out something for you to receive that money. There need to be exchange of value. All right, let's move to the next slide. Your buyers are confused. You can never sell to a confused buyer. The moment you start confusing your buyer, you've just ended the sale. And if you keep confusing your buyers, you will end up not selling to them. And if you don't sell, the money will not come. This is the reason why you keep waiting for somebody to come. And the person that ends up coming, you achieved your aim. by confusing them. Your aim is to convince them, not to confuse them. Convince them that this product is a product for them, a product that will take away their pain and a product that will take away their problem. So let it be demanding by the conviction you are giving them. People who visit your website don't know how to actually purchase the product you have, because there is no clear directive telling them what to do or how to do it. People who visit your website don't know how to actually purchase the product you have, because there is no clear directive telling them what to do and how to do it. So let it be that when somebody comes to your landing page, when your potential clients come to your website or whatsoever medium you are using to make sales, let them never be confused. Let it be so clear and simple. You don't need to make it so complex. Your main aim is to make sale, so you don't need to make it so complex. You don't know who is coming to that website. You don't know whether the person coming to that website is very much learned to understand all those complex words you are using. It's not necessary, and that is the reason why even in copywriting they will tell you that it is not about how big your English is. No matter how your English is big, if it cannot convince your potential clients to buy your product, it's just worthless. So even though you're writing a copy, you don't even need to be using all those big words. Do you understand? So websites should be more simple and easy to understand, that when your potential clients come into that website, that landing page, they should be able to know how to purchase the product. It shouldn't be that the reason why your potential client left your website or landing page is because they are not seeing it easy, or they are not seeing the button they will use to buy the product, and that's how they left. So it shouldn't be that way. Okay, now the next point is you don't offer enough options. Don't be a one-sided kind of marketer that you just have a product and the product is 50k and that is just all. The reason why you see so many marketers, so many business doing well is because they have options. They know that they will meet different kind of customers. They know they will meet people of different level. Your customers are not in the same level. If you should understand this, you really have your offers in different levels. Now you cannot meet a student that is still trying to fend for his or herself to pitch a product of 50,000 naira or 100,000 naira. So if there are options that they can go for, that is just probably 10,000 naira, 5,000 naira, they'll be able to opt in for that product. But when you make it just 50,000 naira, those that don't have it will go. So we need to have options. People like choices. They want to choose what they want, how they want it delivered, and how much they want. It's a paper or plastic world, so make it easy for them. All right, I think this is the last point I have here. The last point is you keep throwing things at the wall, hoping that they will work. Don't just do things blindly. Don't just throw things to the wall and think it will work. Okay, sometimes just one change can skyrocket a lukewarm business, but if you aren't sure what that change should be, then you really need to determine where to put your money, time and energy. That is all for this very video. I'm very sure you got value in this video, so do well by sharing this video to as many that will need it. There are so many more reasons, but these are the major ones I have for you in this very video. Do well to subscribe to my channel if you're coming in for the first time for more valuable content, and make sure your notification bell is on so that when next my video will be coming, you will be aware. Cheers.